Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Auto Club. Yes, I know, crazy track, right? First video here on the channel. Don't really know how it's gonna go, and we're obviously gonna see how it goes. But let's jump straight into qualifying here. We're jumping into ARCA this week. ARCA is one of my favorite. I definitely like ARCA. Like I would say towards the front. I'm a big late model driver, and you're gonna be seeing a whole bunch of late model on the channel. Just not a big fan of this week's track on the late model fix. They're racing at Concord, and not really a big fan of that. And who likes Concord Speedway? I've never met someone that's liked Concord. But obviously, I'm not going to judge here, but we're going to start a qualifying lap here. We're going to take it wide coming out of 3 and 4, and we're going to see if we can lay down a good qualifying lap. I really like this track, and so far this qualifying lap is going good. We come out of 1 and 2 getting a great run, and honestly one of the better runs. As you can see, I thought I was going to hit the wall there, and I'm like, oh, okay, we should be good. Don't mind the bar at the top, the white bar. I know you probably think that's you. That is me. Don't ask why that's there. Couldn't get rid of it for some odd reason. We're going to come out of 3 and 4 here, and pretty good run. And here we go across the line. We are coming to the line, and it's going to be a 40.599, which is pretty good. And the second lap was not better, so let's go straight to the results. We end up getting third here, behind Ava and Bryce, and we're the 18 car this evening. And we're going to line it up. And we're going to be third here. We ended up putting the third best lap. But here we are, getting ready to go green here. 78 gets a really good jump, and we're going to be going green here. It says he's Jimmy Johnson on the replay, and he's 78 during the race. But, hey, start wasn't that good. Did not get a good jump. He jumped really well. So we're going to go into 1 and 2 here. It looks like 5th, I think. 5th or 6th. I can't really remember. Side by side, me and him touch a little bit there. He ends up going really high and blocking me. So I have no one to draft with. So everybody's just flying by me. I can do absolutely nothing about it. And it kind of sucks. And I kind of have to go easy here. But luckily for me, I'm going to come out of this corner. And I had room. This 10's going to get by me. And I had plenty of room. As you can see me looking, I had plenty of room to slide up there. And I decided not to. I wish I could tell you why I didn't. But everybody's starting to pull away from me, and it's really unfortunate. So we're going to slide behind this 19, and we're finally going to have a lane to get behind someone. But for some reason, I take my sweet time getting to that lane, but we end up getting it, which is nice. We're going to be 8th here, and starting from 3rd to 8th. Probably not the best start. We're going to come out of this corner, and the 19 is just going to hook the 10, just completely hook him and send him into the grass. His race is now over. But guess what? We get 2 free positions out of that. So we're going to go ahead and skip ahead here, okay? We're going to go to lap 9, okay? We are now in 3rd. Yeah, I know. Crazy jump from 5th to 3rd. But we're in a nice little pack here. 2's going to get into 5. And as you can see, he's apologizing. Because of that, we're going to go around. We're going to be 3 wide coming out of 2. And we're going to get behind the 48 or 78, whatever you want to call it. And we're going to pull. And instead of waiting and sitting there, we said, screw it. Who's we? I said, screw it. We're going to dive right down to the bottom. And we're going to see if we can get by him here. And then we're going to slide up right in front of him. And in case you didn't see that intense replay here, we're going to dive right down to the bottom. He's going to stay up top. And we're going to use our speed to slide right in front of him. It's going to work well. And next lap here, we're going to go into the corner, 1 and 2, lap 10 here. And we're just going to get a little loose coming out of 2. No problem. We're going to be 3 wide. And all of a sudden, the 5 just decides to absolutely end our race. And we are going to get hooked completely. And as you can see here, after we got loose, we stayed in our lane, and I stayed in my lane, and the 5 absolutely just turned right into me. And I was very mad after this. And I was even more mad because once I got it fired back up, I'm like, all right, time to go to pits here, and this guy decides he just wants to hit me. But we can watch from her angle. She ends up getting hooked from the 2, and then she goes into me. And I ended up saving her race because she would have been done there if I was not there. But skip to the end of the race here. Nothing else happened, and we're going to come across the line P14. Race number 2 here, same track, Auto Club. We're going to be in the qualifying lap, okay? And 1 and 2 was an absolute blast. I was doing my 1 and 2 there was probably the best of the night I had, and I felt very confident. No idea what the hell I did here, and I decided instead, let's drive right into the wall. And, you know, I could have very much kept this lap, but I decided, you know what, let's slam on the brakes and restart. Obviously, that lap does count, but I didn't want that run up for my second lap. So here we go. We towed it back to the pits, and we're back here. And we're going to take it wide. And hopefully, you know, I don't mess up again like I did last time, because I'm kind of an idiot, and I have no idea why I did that. As you can see here, we're going to go to the replay. And 1 and 2 was all right, and we're coming to 3 and 4. And as you can see, I go in the middle. Why do I go in the middle? I don't know. Auto Club here, you want to go from top to right down to the bottom. But apparently, it was good enough because we're going to get pull. Yes, you like that big cut? Because we got pull somehow. I have no idea how. Nonetheless, we're going to start this race here, and we get a fantastic jump, as you can see. And as you're going to hear here in a minute, they weren't too big a fan of my big jump here. But we're going to get a big jump because there is no rules on restarts, and I'm not trying to get rammed, as you're going to hear me say in a second. 1 and 2, we go right down to the bottom and see if we can get a big jump, because we don't want to, you know, lose them or, you know.
My man said I'm going when the paper car's off. Hey, I'm not trying to get rear-ended turn 1, you know.
And as you obviously heard, he wasn't too mad about it. But this is all the race was. It was me leading. So we're going to actually skip all the way to lap 24. You like that overlay? I just randomly found it. We're going to get a big run. This is the penultimate lap. There's 2 laps to go, including this one. We're going to go really, really high and try to get a big run on 13 here. And my original plan was just to push him, but instead he gets into the wall. I barely hit him. I go to the inside. And this was not my plan, but we're sticking with it. We are diving down to the bottom. We are going to try and clear him. He doesn't get a good run or something. And here we go. Last lap of the day. P1, P2, side by side. We're going to go high. He's going to dive down at the bottom, but he's going to end up getting loose. And we're going to get a great run since we're at the top, and we are going to completely drive away. As you can see, he knew he effed it up, but I still was not confident. We're going to dive it deep down into 3 and 4 because I'm not really confident in my driving skills, and because your tires get really loose. But as you can see, we somehow keep it straight, which I struggled with all race, and we are going to cross the line in P1. You like that little shake? P1, we are going to get it, and I loved this. After the race, he ends up coming up behind me and giving me a little tap of respect. I give him a little wiggle, and I absolutely love that. Me and him are, you know, really close, and obviously gotta get some donuts in. Who doesn't do the donuts? If you don't do your donuts, there's something wrong with you. I don't care how many races you win, you always do your donuts because you don't get incident points. It says you do, but you don't. And we're going to take a look at the results here. And we ended up getting 81 iRating. We did hit the wall twice, which ended up giving us 4. But now we're at 2,500 iRating, and did pretty good. But thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it, guys.